do we have the representative of Dignity International? Please proceed. You have five minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. This is a joint statement between Dignity and the Committee for Justice. We speak today to address the escalating human rights situation in Egypt, especially in the light of the recent amendments to the criminal procedure law, which threaten to stifle fundamental freedoms which threaten to stifle fundamental freedoms and worsen the already repressive environment for human rights in Egypt. The draft amendments to the criminal procedure law intend to replace law number 150 of 1950, contain articles that further erode the principles of justice and accountability. These amendments expand the powers of law enforcement, the prosecution, and the judiciary, allowing for prolonged pretrial detention without due process. These provisions will affect human rights defenders, journalists, political opponents critical of the government, as well as the rights of lawyers and victims seeking justice, further entrenching a system that stifles dissent and hinders access to fair legal representation and remedies. In practice, the new law will legalize practices that violate international and regional human rights standards, including arbitrary detention, torture, and the denial of fair trial rights. This is not only a violation of Egypt's obligation under the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, but also a clear statement that the Egyptian authorities are preferring the suppression of dissent over the rule of law. We call on the African Commission to urge Egypt to withdraw these repressive measures and reconsider the draft amendments to the criminal procedure law. The legal framework in Egypt should be reformed in a way that upholds the principles of justice, equality, and the human rights, rather than further entrenching a system of repression and fear. And I thank you.
Thank you for making that submission within the time. We take note of your point regarding the amendment that is around the criminal procedure law in Egypt and its potential impact on protection of human rights. The country rapporteur for Egypt and of course the commissioner rapporteur for policing and access to justice would be taking note of for follow-up. Thank you for that. Next.